Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses for the continuation of our Fall of the Republic playthrough as the Galactic Republic. In the last episode, we cut off all the CIS planets from each other, so now there's just Raxus, Secundus, Marcana, and Pamont left in this corner of the galaxy, Hypori down here, and Kaylee, which just needs a ground assault up there. We are going to... We're going to force a revolt there. We should be able to do that with just a very small amount of units. This fleet is probably going to get worn down by ground to space, but I want to keep full vision on everything all the time. And Pamont is what we want to go for next. So that's 253, that's 319. This fleet we're going to be able to take Pamont with before it builds up beyond the goal in 2. Undead Immortal is asking, quick question, what are you personally looking forward to most in this mod, both from a gameplay and tech perspective? In Fall of the Republic, I think, in particular, it'll be nice to have the Hutts in as like just another faction, because the dynamic with two factions in Empire at War can be interesting, but I prefer having more active factions. So, probably not the most exciting answer, but for me, that's... That's always my preference.
As you command. Copy. Yes, sir. Plotting flight plan.
Black Widow is saying, I want to get back in this game without one planet start. I get super stressed out and quit. You can do single planet start in all of our mods. It tends to be some of the harder maps though, because you only have one planet to work with. But if you start on easy, then even if you turn the difficulty up, there's less to deal with in the enemy's forces. Because in From the Ground Up, which is the name of our single planet start galactic conquests, the starting forces that you're dealing with for the Independence is actually based on, it scales based on the level, the difficulty level you have set when you start the campaign. So if you start on easy and then turn up the difficulty, the starting forces for the independent forces will be lower.
Yes, sir. Course plotted. I'm transmitting the coordinates now.
Salutations, my lord.
Alright, there's Trench.
Let's blow something up.
Their reinforcements are being depleted.
Understood. We're moving out. Copy that, sir.
Alright.
Good to see you, my lord.
I want to kill the bonuses here. Decker.
Salutations, my lord. Devious, my lord.
We've lost a squad mate.
These both ones? No, these are both 2s. I guess these asking, have they fixed the pathfinding area? Pathfinding isn't something that Petroglyph is likely to be able to fix, no matter how many patches they do. That would be like, pretty deep within the engine, and that's the kind of thing that you need to have a significant plan for, and a lot of testing to make sure that any changes you make to it would actually make it better. Considering Petroglyph, even when they have been able to do patches, haven't been able to put a lot of like QA testing into it, that'd be the kind of thing where like maybe if they tried to fix it, they'd just make it worse. So it's not necessarily something you want them to try to fix, because they wouldn't necessarily have time to then go in and revert it if they made it worse. So that's kind of like a be careful what you wish for thing. It's not like there's a line in the code that's just like pathfinding equals bad, and then you change that. Pathfinding equals bad, and get rid of that, and then it's fine. It's a pretty complex thing where you're deciding like, how is this going to actually evaluate this. So it's not a simple thing, even if you have access to all the code in the world. Well, the number of units around, the layers they're on, because there's 4 space layers. No matter where things are visually, there's 4 space layers. Like, if you have a mod with a lot of units, especially a lot of larger units, then it's going to have worse pathfinding. There's also some elements to it, like the rigs. So if you have a model that has a weird rig with targeting bones facing the wrong way, that'll make pathfinding worse. But ultimately there's not much you can really...
I may be slow.
There's only so much that mods can impact it with.
All lights are green. Main cannons charged. Ready for command.
Incoming enemy
Taking the offensive. Moving into attack position. Watch your flank.
Yeah, we're gonna have to... I just want to
Preparing
kill
assault salvo.
as much as we can of this stuff.
Holding for maximum firepower.
Separatist forces have lost.
Like, at this point, I'm willing to take whatever losses and just
I'm not gonna make
get
it.
what we can out of stuff.
For the Republic. No
All
longer a
lights are
problem.
green.
Like, if we can kill the Lucre Hulk, I'm happy to send a different fleet in
The shields
afterwards.
aren't holding.
We've destroyed the Techno-Union ship. You'll be remembered. Their reinforcements
deliver.
are taking casualties. We've got secondary reinforcements en route.
Main cannons charged.
They're jamming out.
Taking the offensive.
Ship breaking up.
I'd love to kill everything.
Standing by.
I don't have to be careful anymore.
Setting the course. Accelerating now. Moving into position.
And that just means that more ships get
Setting the course.
some screen time at the end here.
To your orders. Moving into attack position.
The enemy has secondary reinforcements on the way. You'll be remembered.
Alright,
Fire.
the last bulwark here.
Enemy targeting systems locking in.
Preparing assault salvo.
Target acquired. Lost.
All lights are green.
Fall back. Lost a good pilot.
Ready for command.
Taking apart.
Stand clear.
Loading
Ready
missiles
to deliver.
providing
Your
support.
orders.
We're gonna take before
Main
this.
cannons charged. Cruiser. Standing by. Give me a target. For the Republic.
You've got the captain. Engaging.
Cruiser ready for combat. Your orders, General.
Sir, we've
Battle
lost shields.
station. All lights are green.
Alright, I don't know if we'll be able to kill the bulwark here.
Yes, General. Reaching enemy hull.
Trench's bonus at the start there with Delso, that took a lot out of us. But now we are going to come in the opposite side.
Tactical battle imminent.
Like the grounded space weapon, Trench's bonus,
They're already in place.
very difficult.
Go ahead, sir.
Alright, thank you for using the ion cannon on that. Let's send a Victory 2 on this side. Can you shoot that, please?
All crew accounted for.
Yes,
Yeah, they
Commander.
don't seem to want to shoot
Got it.
that.
Reinforcements.
Cannons charged.
Ready to update orders.
Copy that, sir. We are moving out.
I'm really glad we got the Lucre Hawk, though, because fighting a subjugator in Lucre Hawk, the same battle no matter what, is not something we want to do.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
Sir, we need you to clear the
Charging
area of all
generator.
enemies.
At your service.
Roger that.
Alright,
No.
over there. I guess these acting does Obi-Wan get a cruising spot? That is not Obi-Wan. It's a guy who actually looks very much like Obi-Wan, but it's a guy named Admiral Wheeler.
Missile tubes loaded.
Destroyer ready. Loading ordnance.
Attack a different hardpoint, please. One that's not
Fighter
gonna
support.
make us lose the targeting. Alright. Sorry about that. The game crashed, so I just auto-resolved over Pamont. We took the space over the planet, but we will need to kill most of the units, which I think is fair enough. So I'm going to send Yoda in. They did, as soon as I moved away, they decided to send some of their forces into Mintuine. So we are going to be going back from Mintuine next. But we're going to invade Pamont. And see what they have here.
Took a while.
Building under construction.
Let's bring Yoda in so we can get the full vision. We'll bring Delta Squad because they've just been good at everything.
Hey, 3-5, check it out. Commandos.
Ready as always.
If anything as good as I hear, they can practically win the war themselves.
Going in.
Let's see if we can get another landing zone. Nope.
Ready to destroy. Running over again, sir. Heads together.
So we'll get a landing zone, or
Weapon ready. I need a big
we'll hold on this side.
Trying to
And
battle.
by that I mean we're going to send all our infantry up that way.
Covering fire, go. Squad
We're going to get a repair station here. And I'm going to keep the Juggernaut going up and down that side.
weapon ready.
Robbie's asking, ever thought about making your own standalone RTS game? I thought about making my own game. I don't know. Like, we have thought about RTS. Thought about other stuff.
Stopped. They must be.
But
Blind to the future, are you?
it is a very different skill set, modding versus making something from scratch. So it'd definitely be a different challenge. And we get asked a lot, like, oh, do you ever mod another game? And generally, I would prefer to make my own game versus starting to mod a different one. You guys have got a path back there.
My training? No.
You guys hold here. Let's see if we can get a couple of these with that. And especially from like the team
dark
perspective,
side. Clouds
like the idea of doing it as a project with all of us, that gets a bit trickier as well, because like going from this hobby project where we're all just doing it for fun to something that, if it's feasible to do, we'd probably have to sell it, then there has to be a lot more structure to how the mod team works. It's not a mod team anymore. So it'd be like, do some of us do it, do some of us not do it? How do we pay people? And yeah, it's a whole other can of worms.
Together, we must fight. Come for training, did you?
Alright, let's send them all around. Go back and heal. And I do want to send everyone... Well, all the Magnas are going to be a problem. Yoda, give us some vision.
Future, are you?
Move forward.
Alright, if we can heal up this guy,
Do you need a timeout, sir?
that'll be enough.
Watch
Can we
it,
just go
squad.
up here? Yeah, there's not much there. So we can just go up there.
My training?
Yoda,
Always training. The university.
there.
Autoguns online. Going in.
Bombardment available.
Good. Blind to the future, are you?
Alright.
Squad
In here, and the rest of
Together,
you,
Master, you have power. Now a lesson I will give.
keep going in there.
Together, we must fight.
There. He needs to be standing still, or else he just doesn't
Make up your
bother
mind, sir.
casting it. It's kind of annoying.
Fear
At least it's
is the
predictably
path
annoying.
to the dark side.
May as well hit that turbo laser.
What was that? Watch it, squad. Go, I got your back. Weapon ready. Let's get out of here. On target.
Heal the tries, tryhards.
6-2 ready to go, sir.
Yoda, can you shut that turret down?
Why Why am I the only one? Ready to destroy. Airborne. Weapon ready. Enemy tags and bags, sir. Bring them on. Airborne. Sitting charge. Airborne.
Alright. Delta is really good at dealing with
Sitting charge.
Magnus, honestly.
Sitting charge.
Yoda should be okay on that.
I can't do my job. Wait, sir.
Ready, are you?
Here we go. Can we get that as well? And down here.
Sitting charge. Grenade live. Airborne.
Alright, that should blow.
Grenade live.
Southern detonator. Can't wait to use this in the field.
How many did I
There we
get?
go.
I won't count. Grenade thrown.
Well, if you kill that, then our clones can come out. We're going to start going up this direction. So get up here. You're going to help with all this.
6-2, combat ready.
Because we're taking this
sir.
this victory point. That's going to be our
Need a hand,
way to
sir.
win.
Let me by my side, please. The dark side of clouds.
You want to go for there? You are going for there. Let's bring in Fordo, Rex, and Cody.
Our base.
And Ozzel, why not?
Don't move.
I'm in here. Weapon ready. Moving on. In position.
Yikes.
Grenade live.
Alright, run in more.
Airborne.
Sir, the scan shows no enemy forces in the area.
Sitting shot.
Approaching and matches the one Commander Skywalker followed in hyperspace. Sir, the scan shows no enemy forces in the area.
Take care. Fight already lost.
But Commander, there's nothing
Alright,
out there.
there we go.
Yes, sir. I don't know, General.
Fordo, you're in charge of the victory point.
Secure the area. Let's do this.
You guys run in and pretend you did something useful this battle.
Schedule.
I think everyone survived.
A Jedi Master.
Sir.
We got it.
Placing detonator.
Thought me helpless, did you?
Alright, so there's Pamont, which still leaves a lot of space stuff for us. But they did split up Mercana and Mintuine. So that's all gone.
Planetary control achieved.
Vectoring
Let's go into
now.
Mintuine.
Tactical battle imminent.
And this is a lot of the stuff that got forced off of Pamont. They don't have a space structure here yet, I don't think. So it'll be a bit easier, and they don't have the ground-to-space weapon, so that helps us. But we do have to kill some stuff that we already killed, which is annoying.
Choose your reinforcements.
Especially with Trench's bonus. Let's jump in behind him.
bucket.
Reinforcements canceled.
Plot our course. Course plotted. Cruising speed. Your orders? Let's move this bucket. Taking the offensive. Let's blow something up. All lights are green.
Our Quintet's responding. We can do that.
Copy. Full throttle. Ready for command.
Like, Trench needs to die before anything else.
Moving into attack position. Hold it steady.
You can pin off Delso here, rather, not Delta. So wait for him to turn around.
No problem.
Preparing
There we go.
space journey.
Ready to deliver. Missile tubes loaded. No problem.
Focusing all
Ready.
firepower.
Direct fire on the engines. Holding fire for attack that target. Star Destroyer reporting in.
Your orders? Plot our course.
Alright, and you guys go for trench.
Preparing assault salvo.
We'll get a current gunship in there.
Cruiser, standing by.
I copy.
Ready for command. Stand clear. You got the captain. Ready to deliver. Main cannons charged. Air cruiser, standing by. Your orders? Taking the offensive. Moving into attack position. I have fighter
Reporting
support.
in. Take evasive action.
Alright, now you guys get in there.
Yes, General. All lights are green.
Trench, get the engines off of him.
Ready for command.
And now we go for the
Ready to
subjugator.
deliver.
Here we go.
We've lost a squad member. Your orders? There's too many of them. It's taking serious Talking computer online. I'm hit. Ready yourself. Lost count. How many does that make?
Infectious me, however, like move that first ship that entered the battle up the field. So I do neglect to use them. Partially, just sometimes I do forget they're there. But the other reason that I tend to leave it back is because I don't want to have to reassign a Pathfinder, because I just find that kind of annoying. So sometimes just like, I'm just going to leave you safe so that you never die. And then I only have to replace the Pathfinders when there's either a fleet wipe, an auto-resolve, or a reload for the episode.
Blasting target. Ready for command. Stand clear.
Form up. Take out the iron
Yes,
cannon.
General.
Kill.
Give me a target. Course plotted. Ready to deliver. Main cannons charged.
Our engines are gone, sir.
We can't take.
Calculating jump to light speed.
Healer. There.
Destroyer reporting.
I'm out of control.
Fire things.
Your orders? We're squadron. We're pretty bad. Taking the offensive.
Awaiting your orders.
Sir, our forces have been wiped out.
And Coburn. I think we can use Coburn as well. Screed.
The shields are holding.
You know what? I don't think we need Screed right now. I'm just gonna go with the regulars for this.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Here, shoot at something that's not in the back, so that when it's turning, you're not losing any
Clearing the sky.
firepower.
Your orders, General.
Firing barrage.
And small boy,
We are moving out.
Warhammer, eruption.
Copy that, sir.
Sensors picking up an enemy squadron approaching up ahead. Safety check complete.
UN and a VST-1 on your side.
Your command, sir.
Carrying us apart.
Take out
Get the ion cannon there.
All lights are green. Sensors picking up an enemy squadron approaching up ahead.
Focusing all firepower.
As you command. Copy. Cannot comply. Ready for command. I may be slow. Missile tubes loaded. Locking on. Missiles at the ready.
Alright, you guys are more under threat from this Providence, so I'm gonna let you
Do I have fighter support?
focus on your parochial interests here. Especially because we're gonna be able to take out the weapons on the side of the subjugator pretty easily now. So we're not gonna be under the
Your orders? Moving into attack
too much
position.
threat from
Preparing
the
assault salvo. Computer online.
rest of it.
All lights are green.
We only need one person to hit the engines there.
Taking them out. Cannons targeting.
Full stop.
There we go, hit the engines. Oh, they're still part of our fleet over here. How nice for you, Venator.
Incoming transmission from the command center.
Alright, Screed,
Enemy
now's your chance.
No mercy.
Take the shot now.
Hit the ion pulse. Ion pulse.
Our engines are gone, sir.
And let's send more of our fighters over to the side.
Yes, General. Missiles locked on.
Awaiting orders.
Ready for command.
Alright, over here.
Salutations,
You're
my
gonna
lord. Consider it
stay
gone.
over there.
Receiving. Ready to deliver.
You guys are all going that, except for Coburn, you're going to stay on the subjugator. Wheeler, you're going to stay on the subjugator. But they are going to have a Lucre Hulk.
Your
So we need to be mindful of that.
Salutations, my lord.
Hard weapons, let's get a Galleon class to protect him. Medium combat triangle, you're in there as well. Our
Republic light
Quintens.
cruiser responded.
You've got company. Star cruiser standing by. All fire on those ion
Awaiting your orders.
Everybody awake? Good.
Good shot. Form up.
Alright. Actually, was the Liquid Hulk in this side? I'm not sure if they kept it with this side of the fleet. LAC and
Right,
that
sir.
in there.
We really must catch up.
I've got them in my sights. Coming back around for another run.
Ready for orders, Commander.
Our Quinton's here.
You're falling
Focus
apart.
the main guns on their engines.
They're all around us.
Salutations, my lord.
Shields are down.
Consider it gone.
Ready for
This is
command.
actually going to be a very good situation for the Liquid Hulk if it is here.
Enemy sighted.
We really must catch up.
Reinforcements standing by.
Awaiting your
So
orders.
let's try to move
Moving
some of this
orders.
away.
Salutations, my
Let's
lord.
try to cluster up a bit more.
Lasers have been destroyed.
Don't let them try to get away. Take the shot now. For the Chancellor. They won't hold up much longer. Sir, we've done it.
Alright, here we go.
Full retreat.
Are they gonna bring in a Liquid Hulk?
I'm under attack.
Do they have a Liquid Hulk to bring in? All these questions and more. Alright, if they have it, they're not bringing it in. And this would be when Nohembre still had the trench spawning logic for
Stop.
him.
They must be.
Building under construction.
Construction.
It's 5 Bulwark 2s.
Invasion commencing.
Unit destroyed.
System control achieved. Tactical battle imminent.
A lot of droidicas. See if we can hold it. Because that's going to be a lot of their Hypori ground forces. And I would love to not have to attack Geonosis again.
Feeling fine. Ready for backup. Back at it. Move your cover. I'm a holding up. Follow behind me. Let's do this. Job's not over yet. Auto guns online. Let's go.
Turret constructed.
Yes! You're violating orders. Neutralize that, droid. Look! The droid we're looking for! Hey. Let's do this.
What is this? AV, so your AI.
Constructing. Construction.
Your
Now we're talking.
AI.
Shield up.
Your AA.
Do I look like a droid? Turret online.
Your AV.
Construction.
Move! I got one. Let's make the zone. Get to the battle, trooper. Look around. Stay sharp.
Base is
They're
under
gonna
attack.
be AI,
What's
because
those wrist rockets? That's
if HMPs come in.
shield deployed.
Construction complete.
Go! I got your back, droid. Stay behind. We're ready for attack. What's those wrist rockets? Perfect. Need time to cool.
Construction complete.
Follow me. Auto guns online. Yes! Move, move! Like we drilled, go! Wired up.
Alright, let's see if we can kill a field base if they have one here.
Getting infantry. Go, go. Back at it! Job's not over yet!
Unit destroyed.
AV, AI up there.
Follow behind me! Run!
Mining facility.
You're gonna be AA.
Hold line!
Alright, get out of there.
Job's not over yet!
You're gonna be AA. You
Constructing.
can see that coming in.
Right again! Shield deployed! Down to the front! Take time to go.
Construction complete.
I've got you! Hey, get away from here first!
Alright.
Holding it tiny! Hold up! Shield up!
You can come up
Control the
more.
zone. Where you going, trooper?
Like, anything we kill here is a win. Other than the Geno units. They don't count.
Took a while. Auto guns online. Targeting droid. Stay together. Hang your weapon. Move in. Push forward. Follow your select. There, watch where you're moving. Back low. You and me. Get coming down the fire. About to blow. Forward, set.
Alright. I think that's... We're not doing much more here.
System lost.
Beginning construction.
Adjusting course.
System conquered.
Building started.
Building under construction.
Construction complete.
About to invade Ryloth. You guys really doing this?
Loaded.
Tactical battle imminent.
At least they'll be cut off again. And that's a good chunk of their Geonosis forces, so we'll see. Or their Hypori forces, rather.
Choose your reinforcements.
Decoding
Up.
transmission.
So they did send some...
Where are we headed? Anchors away.
Or no, because there'd be 4
Ready
at
to update orders.
Ryloth.
Got it.
But here's some ground units for us.
I may be slow, but I'm packing ready to deliver.
Yes. We'll level them.
Let's move this
They
bucket.
might be small, but we pack a punch.
Battle is ours.
There we go. And ground of space there.
Unit in production.
I'm just gonna build everything from here. So my cousin
Vehicle in
Invincible.
production.
OG said I could land. Thunderchild. Not Ascendancy.
Unit.
Double decker. Camino, we get Jackdaw back. Pointing the way. Run the
Unit
gauntlet.
in production. Vehicle in
Starfire.
production. Vehicle
Potato
in
Sheep.
production.
Rhodia. McGraptar's Hammer, what a savings. Thomas the TIE Fighter.
Production.
What's on second?
Vehicle in
Krakatoa.
production.
Count Carrick. Staphos doesn't have a shipyard, so we can just build a shipyard there.
Building under construction. Construction complete.
Just leaves us with I can focus fire now. Pew pew at you. She Verkle, get carricked. Jim Brenlow. Shit, we're gonna get a revolt there.
Construction complete.
Issue a command.
Complete.
We're gonna be able to do higher influence? No, not right. Not from this. Oh, I think this was before I put in the thing that changed that. So that'd be why there. That's sad. But let's get 2 view, because there's only 2 left.
All crew at hand
Ready
report.
for
I'm gonna
combat.
combine everything.
Crews are ready for combat.
I'll send the ground forces down to Geonosis first.
Training soldiers.
I am just gonna auto-resolve Geonosis.
Training
Crews are ready for combat. Moving into positions on your command. Setting a course. Cargo loaded.
Let's move some troops.
They got Centauris.
Let's move this bucket.
Did I get restone? No. That would have been funny. That's only 210,
Crews are ready for combat.
so we're gonna go into Marcana
Crews
first.
are ready for combat.
Yeah, they went back to Raxus again. Jesus Christ. That's 1,000 pop cap.
Fixing course.
How is the auto-resolve in this mod? Auto-resolve is the same no matter what mod you're in. The units have a value, which we calculate directly based on the stats of the ship, but beyond that, there's nothing you can change about auto-resolve in a mod. The calculations are the calculations. So we make it as reasonable as we can, but it can only be so reasonable.
Calculating jump to light.
Show me what to destroy.
Commander. Holding fire for all maximum effect.
You know what? Just keep focusing on that. And
They've taken out our
Acquaintance.
launch
Yes,
bay.
sir.
Galleon. Alright, now you focus on these guys.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived. I'm taking fire. We can't take. Ah! We must turn back. Missile tubes loaded.
Maximum power to shields. The lasers are our target.
Sir, we've lost another ship. Ah! You've got one on you. Ah!
I'm just gonna do the
The lasers have been
cheesy SSD method.
They've got advanced training. Get behind.
Trying to get as much of that down as we can. And back on the bulwark.
You've got the
I have
ground.
fighter support.
You guys keep taking down stuff on this side.
We've lost the iron cannons.
More enemy craft. Taking fire.
Cannot comply.
Where'd he go?
Targeting computer
Destroyer here.
online.
Destroyer here. Destroy that launch bay.
We've cut off the enemy's reinforcements.
Alright. If these weren't engines, I would have just left that.
Take out that fighter.
Just gotta give enough time for some turrets to fire, then switch over.
I'm on them.
And then you can take stuff out faster. Frenetic clicking isn't the best way to do it, but it can be effective.
You've got a clear shot. Take them down. Take out that interceptor.
I did a video specifically on abusing that before.
Our vector packs will regenerate us.
much tanking from that.
Yes, General.
Your command, sir.
Yes, General.
All right, get into the spirit over there, and let's get direction in the back there. James Grant's asking, are you going to finish the playthrough of the stream? I think so. We've been going for 2 hours already, and it's 7 a.m., so I should go to bed at some time. Or at some point. But considering there's only technically 4 planets left, I would like to finish it, but one of those planets has 1,000 pop cap. The other has 500, so I don't know.
Ready for combat.
This used to be a judicial ship.
Cruiser here.
All right, rip North Needle. That does mean Krellian Platter can come in.
Entering hyperspace now.
Krellian Corvette.
Intercepting.
Let's see.
Draw their fire. The launch bay is gone.
Your orders, General? Now that's how it's done. Ready for orders, Commander.
Full stop. Move out.
I'm on them. I may be slow.
Holding here.
Like, it shouldn't be hard to take the ground on some of these planets, but
That takes care of that one.
I do want to go get... I want to take Geonosis and Kaylee. Geonosis I wasn't counting in the total planes down.
Missile tubes loaded.
I'm just auto-resolving.
Rockets away.
I might auto-resolve Kaylee as well, on the ground.
Commander,
Do I have fighter support?
reporting in. This way.
Stay in formation.
That leaves the Independence and the
Enemies in range.
giant stacks on Hypori and stuff.
I got it.
That was all over but the crying. I am gonna save right now, just in case. It's 4 Providences, 3 Lucrehulk battleships, 2 subjugators. And they have a ground-to-space weapon here. Like, even if we go in on an even footing, like, that's gonna be rough, because the ground-to-space weapon... No, they don't have a ground-to-space weapon, so that's fine. We don't have to worry about that. That's good. That's good.
Of course you're not ready for combat. Constructing. Cruiser ready for
But what would be even better is if I can, like, lure them in or something. Killing the subjugator and the two Lucrehulks that were on the other planet would have been nice. But can't always get what you want.
Cruiser ready for combat. Cruiser ready for combat.
Building under construction.
Let's move this bucket.
On our way.
Alright, ground-to-space weapon, we're just gonna fire away on that. Toby's asking, do ground-to-space weapons factor in auto-resolve? Yes.
Already in place.
Petroglyph, so even though we can't modify it, Petroglyph has shown us the code for auto-resolve, and Bob made some like pseudocode to show how this all happens. And actually, it simulates a lot. Like,
Charging generator.
it's hard to argue with a lot of the ways that it works, other than some of the ways that it just favors the AI over the player. But at the same time, then like
Destroyer ready.
the best move for some of the worst players would just turn into being auto-resolving.
Locking on.
Preparing for hyperspace.
Yes, sir.
If that weren't the case. So
Destroyer holding. I copy. We'll win this.
As you command.
it does need to be
Destroyer
like somewhat worse than the average player.
ready. Let's run this gauntlet.
We're on the move.
Ready to update orders.
Receiving. Missiles at the ready.
Too bad we won't be able to stop that one.
Your orders, General? As you command. Aye. Striking target.
Come on,
Yes,
can
Admiral.
someone actually shoot the
Acquiring
fucking engines on this
orders,
guy?
Commander.
Yes. Locking on target.
I may be slow, but I pack a punch.
Charging generator.
There we go. Right, shields were up on that, so that's fine. Wano charters, we have to make the asset for it. And that's basically the reason for anything not being in the assets. Other than stuff that just doesn't make sense. But assets.
I copy.
Cruiser ready for combat.
Beginning construction.
Building started. Building under construction.
The squad stands together.
In fighting. Already
there.
lost, have
Squad
we?
stands together.
Constructing unit. Vehicle in production.
Construction complete.
He's asking, why don't you have any hyperspace interceptors?
Let's
I'm
move
not
this
sure what you
bucket.
mean by hyperspace interceptors.
Follow me.
Constructing unit.
Need more artillery.
Construction complete.
Aye, check your map.
Bring her
Units that
around.
prevent retreat. So I do have some interdictors. Just the ability wasn't working in this build. Like there's one in this fleet, the chicken tender, but I tried to use it a few episodes ago for a few battles and episodes, but it just wasn't working, so I stopped.
Plot our course. Flying low. Bring her around.
I'm gonna sell
Construction complete.
Eric's here, so I can buy you.
Unit.
Be at peace in this world.
Complete.
Am I actually lowering the influence here? Well, what's on Osis?
Constructing unit. Constructing unit.
Plotting flight plan.
This is gonna be our Hypori fleet. Rishi, I'm gonna get
Building
a
under
space weapon as well. Yeah, this is gonna be. We do want some decent ground stuff for this.
Flying low.
Moving into target zone. Follow me.
That's trench 640. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, it's a level 5 station with the bugged Empress, but I'd prefer they attack us somewhere, to be honest, on either of these.
Turret powered up.
You know what? I suppose while we're doing this, I'm just gonna
complete.
send them over here.
On us, many innocents rely.
Let's keep an eye on them.
Shield up.
Like, if we can bait them into attack literally anywhere.
Let's run this
Oh,
gauntlet.
that's the wrong direction.
Tactical battle imminent. Droids around the objective.
Did I not even finish the ground to space weapon? That
Reinforcements
sucks.
en route. Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route. Calculating jump to light speed.
Did I time that, like, just to stop them from getting in there? So I wanted them to go any other direction, basically. Oh, I thought I had a ground to space weapon. It's just I didn't have room for one. I feel like I can stop any invasion of Luthana. I'd rather not have to.
Vectoring now.
Tactical battle imminent. Shield up. Turret support online. Autoguns online. With your tripper. They're gonna wrap up here first. Now we're talking. Speeder, let's go. Shield deployed. Look.
All right. You're gonna come over here. You're gonna get another AA.
Stay sharp.
Because the bombers are gonna come over that side. So
Cool. I'm a hold up. Give me recon. No, you don't. Shield up. We secured a landing zone. Southern units fall out there. Closing range. Watch the crossfire.
all right, and go.
Defensive position. Move, Peter. Move forward. Shield support. Go. I got your back.
I just want to go kill this J1 more than anything.
Follow me.
But I don't want to stop the battle prematurely. So I just want to make sure we kill everything as it comes. That's going to be our best bet here.
Autogun ready to go. Give me recon.
And hey, turret.
Construction complete. Enemy fire. Moving. Fired up. On time. Do I look like a droid? Hawkeye ready. Going in front.
Like what? 14 companies of Droideka. Mark II. 9 companies of Stormtroopers. Shit. That fucking sucks. Got demolished by that. Crap. I was really hoping these turrets would do enough. They must have been like just off the angle. That is fucking rough.
Scout for separatists.
Alright.
Let's do this.
Hit this one next then.
Autoguns online. Move forward. Together. Orders. Met support. Autogun online. You will see more counterattack. Defensive position. On the wall. On fire. Right. That's the battle. Back on you. Lock it down. You're on your right there. Autogun online. Incoming enemy fire. Incoming enemy fire.
Rip. Nowhere near enough.
System lost. Invasion commencing. Planetary control achieved. Tactical battle imminent.
Enemy movement.
Alright, Trench is just going to keep respawning every... I'm not sure how many of him they have, but they get him perpetually in this build.
Where are we headed?
That was patched out as soon as release happened, I think.
Let's move this
But
bucket.
it was a thing. I'll put this in and see if maybe the
Understood.
ability does work.
Reinforcements
For the
canceled.
Chancellor.
See if it does.
Destroyer ready. We'll beach them.
Focus on Trench again.
Cruiser,
Hold
standing
it here.
by.
Yeah,
Moving out.
Destroyer
so I'm not
holding.
able to use the ability
We'll
right now.
level them. Destroyer at station keeping.
Trench has such a good bonus.
Your orders? Main cannons charged.
Ready. Destroy them.
All lights are green. Taking the offensive. Ready for command. Moving
I
into
think
attack position.
I'm gonna switch over
Ready
to
to deliver.
different stuff.
Preparing assault salvo. Stand clear. Missile tubes loaded. Taking them out.
Ready to update orders. Loading ordnance.
Choose your reinforcements. Your orders? Main cannons charged. Taking the offensive.
Yep. We'll win this.
This is not a great matchup for the Praetor.
All lights are green. Moving into attack position.
Charging generator. Destroyer ready.
fighter support.
Focusing all firepower.
Destroyer holding. We'll beach them.
Ready for command. Computer online. Ready to deliver.
You on there, you on there. I really don't want to lose Give Me Your
Your
Oxygen.
orders?
But we can afford to replace anything
All
we
lights are
lose
green.
easily at this
Safety check
point.
complete.
Ready. We'll level them. Destroy
Here,
'em.
we really need to
Ready
kill
for
Trench because the
command.
combat bonus is just ridiculous.
Choose your reinforcements. Ready to deliver.
Not quite Thrawn tier, but... Hey, Carmen?
Your orders? All lights are green. Main cannons charged. Where are we headed? Taking the offensive. Moving into attack
Ready to
position.
update orders.
Alright, we really need to fuck up these dreadnoughts.
We'll win this. Yes.
Yes, General. Cannons targeting. Ready for command. Let's move this bucket.
Charging generator.
Our acquaintance here. Engaging.
Ready to deliver. Your orders? Preparing assault salvo.
Destroyer ready.
We will lose Give Me Your Oxygen, but we can rebuild it,
Locking on target.
and hopefully this will all die. We can just send in more stuff to support this fleet afterwards. But we weren't able to kill Trench immediately, so
Plot our
that was
course.
a big,
Yes, Commander. Got it.
not fun moment.
Show me what to destroy.
Our acquaintance
Ready for
responding.
command. Ready to deliver. Main cannons charged.
Engines on that.
Taking the offensive.
Engines on that.
Missiles locked. Your orders? Moving into attack position. All lights are green. Receiving. Rockets away. Clearing the skies. Ready for command. Preparing assault salvo. Ready to deliver. Stand clear. Incoming. Your orders? Main cannons charged. All lights are green.
Our launch bay has been
Republic Light cruiser respond.
Your orders, General? Ready for command.
Yeah, the Providence Dreadnought came really nice.
Ready to deliver.
Enough differences that it looks different while still being basically what you'd expect.
Ready for orders, Commander. Targeting computer actively. Taking the offensive. All lights are green. Moving into attack position. Ready for command. Preparing assault salvo. The entrance should be open momentarily. I may be slow, but I pack a punch. Locking on.
So this fleet's dead.
Your orders. Stand clear.
We did lose Gimme Your Oxygen. We're probably going to lose one or two other things.
All batteries fire.
We can send the Yoda army back
Focus
down
fire
here.
on that target.
We're going to auto-resolve Rothana back into our hands. Or Gimme Your Oxygen. Get back down here.
The wounded, I will protect.
That's 459.
Moving into target zone.
Constructing unit. Accelerating now. Construction complete.
Alright, so Kuat,
Constructing.
give me your oxygen back.
Unit
I'm just gonna build a bunch of raiders.
Vehicle in production. Constructing unit.
Autoguns online.
Unit in production.
Marine, shipyards. Let's see. Even with that, they're slightly above us in military. Down to 2, or technically 3 planets. But
Let's see what this new gunship can do.
Invasion commencing.
lost the Battle of Rothana? Are you fucking kidding me?
Defensive position.
Cruiser ready for
Destroy
combat.
our report.
Troops. Training troops. Unit in production. Constructing
Squad
unit.
tents together.
Beginning
Building
construction.
under construction.
Moving into positions on your command.
Let's move the troops.
Squad tents together.
Cargo loaded.
Squad tents together.
All crew accounted for.
Flying low. Cruiser ready for combat.
Squad tents together.
Stop hiding your base
Squad
from me.
tents together.
Dive.
Squad tents together.
Invasion commencing.
There.
System control achieved. Building started.
Beginning construction.
Cruiser ready for combat.
Squad tents together.
Outthink them, we can.
Looks like we're actually gonna force a
Bring her around. Setting a course.
revolt there.
Calculating jump to light speed.
I may actually let that happen, because like we could definitely take this planet. I'm just gonna let the revolt happen, because that's fun. It's the thing you can't really do anymore with built-up planets, because you need if there's 4 or more structures, then it doesn't drop the influence. But since we're playing the build that does have it, and we've been leaving them there for so long already.
Flying low.
There's nothing
we can't handle.
I almost want to reduce that limit.
we can't handle.
Alright,
loaded.
Get you down there.
Unit in production. Constructing unit.
There's nothing we can't handle.
Recruiting soldiers. Constructing unit.
Let's move some troops.
Construction complete.
How much is in this fleet? 434.
Constructing.
Versus...
Boarding cancelled.
Vehicle in production. Vehicle in production. Beginning construction. Building under construction. Constructing. Building cancelled.
I think we lost resources out on that. No. It was the lower influence numbers earlier. 981. I'm just terrified of that.
Engaging drive thrusters.
I do want to take Raxus Secundus, not for the four units, believe it or not.
Construction complete.
The squad stands together.
We could drop in and take that from them. Yeah, let's do
Decoding transmission.
Hypori. They do have a ground to space weapon there, I think. So this is like we got two really rough battles ahead of us.
Construction.
At least there's no Lugrolk battleships or subjugators. So it's not actually that bad. It's still level 5 station, all that.
Online.
But we outnumber them over
All
here.
crew accounted for.
Moving in the target zone.
Who do I need to pick up?
Defensive position.
But we're going to leave this episode here. So thanks for watching, everyone. We got one more episode against the CIS. Then we'll see if we're going to attack the independents. So for those watching on Twitch, thank you for watching. For those watching on YouTube, hope to see you next time. Or for those watching on Twitch, we're going to keep going. For those watching on YouTube, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.